Bahrain is still in the lead. Amora Jewel, though, kind of clawing in there with the one horse as well. Glory Experience something. Well, my champion horse racing fans, welcome back to another video. I don't really have a goal today because gosh, I feel like I really just need to be better at training some of our horses. Thank you to everyone that's subscribed to the channel recently within the last couple of weeks to a month, and of course all of you that have always been here. I really appreciate you. And just hope you're enjoying the content. Still some things I want to work on and get out. It's just kind of a longer process since I do everything myself. But anyway, so what we're going to do here, we're going to look at all of our horses. Now, this is just the basic list of seeing all 6 of your horses and their rating, which is obviously in this column, 121 for King de Oro, 110 for Conduit, so on and so forth. You see their range, you see their position, all of this stuff. So as you can see, you know, most of our horses are at least under 3 and 7 months. So we definitely have some youth to work with. King de Oro is probably past his prime. I'm probably going to need to retire him soon. It's such a bummer that if you can't retire a horse for breeding, like that's really it, you know, like you can't use them, I think, for anything else, because breeding is about the only other thing you would want to do, right? Can't even do it. We'll go ahead and do a dirt barrier trial with King de Oro. It's actually the only rating we have never worked on with him. I wonder if he would do better converting to the dirt later into his 5-year-old season here. I mean, he's actually about to be 6 years old in 3 months since we're in, well, the months are all backwards. It says we're in December of year 8. So if I fast forwarded, would he be 6 years old? Either way, yeah, like it's the only thing about this game I wish kind of wasn't the case. Like, if you can't actually use a horse for breeding, I'm still not sure. I mean, you just retire them, you know, like there's really nothing too worthwhile, I think, to gain from that. So all I'm doing is getting all of our horses fatigue down so they can be ready for races here that we're going to get started off with. Amora Jewel, I think she's the only filly we have 3 years old. She still has a lot of work to do, as you can see. When their stats are maxed, obviously that's where they can no longer go any higher. She has a lot of stats that still aren't maxed. I don't think I have any legitimate dirt horses. Most of them haven't had good dirt ratings from the beginning, so I think everybody that we have is predominantly turf. We'll do a turf barrier trial here with her. So we'll work on a couple of her stats. She is leading out here, and she still has a long way to go. Fatigue is at 100%. Gosh, I did not realize it actually got that high. I've overworked my girl way too much. Apple vinegar. Apple vinegar is like the senzu bean of like this game. To anybody that understands that reference from like Dragon Ball, you know what I mean. So anyways, let's go ahead and get started with the race. I think King de Oro is ready to go. 0% fatigue, 98% conditioning. That's ideally where you want your horses. Let's see if there is a live race for him. Actually, let me go back and just double check. 18 to 2,400 meters. So Rose Hill grade 2. Now it's closed. Darn it. Longchamp grade 2 at 2,400 meters. It's in 13 minutes. I think I got to give it a shot, because if he can't win live event races anymore, then I'm just going to have him run regional races. And again, that really won't help his breeding meter here. We have to win live races. So his speed is 88. It's a shame. He's not a slow horse. He's definitely been the fastest of my horses, but yeah, stamina 75. I mean, I suppose running him 2,400 meters isn't exactly a smart idea now, is it? I will come back to that. Let's get Conduit in a regional race, 14 to 2,400 meters, unless there is something for him to run live. Shot-10 Stewart's Cup, 10 minutes. That's actually perfect. The jockey here, I don't really notice a difference in the jockeys helping you win. I'm sure there could be something to it, but I mean, it's not that noticeable to me where it makes a drastic difference. I think you can really just kind of pick whomever. All right, so King de Oro. I can't even scratch you, can I? I don't even think you can do that in this game. I did not want him in that race. Yeah, don't think I can, can't scratch horses in this game. All right, so that's that. I mean, granted, with King de Oro, it's not, that's one mistake I've made. He just hasn't really done well recently. I think, his last 5 races, well, last 4, have been, you see the first and second place there with 2 6th place finishes. I think the first and seconds may have been regional races. So my main thing for him was chasing the live event wins against actual players. And we were 2 wins out of 5 on the way to that margin. And then he just kind of hit a wall and he just hasn't been able to win in live event races. This guy right here in the middle of the screen. So that's what I was really trying to focus on with him. So in regards to live event races, we haven't done well. 2 6th place finishes is well below where he would normally finish at his peak. So that's why I'm a little bit bummed out about that. But I guess we'll have to figure it out. Mora Jewel, we're actually going to toss you in a regional race since you're still developing. And when we're in a grade 3, the Prix de... it's French. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's the Prix de France. Can we or the Prix de Kansas or the Prix de Canes, whatever it says. It's a field of 8, I believe. Field of 8. You're number 5 with post position 4. So should break straight out. Yeah, we're just racing against the AI, so this should be a good tune-up race for her. Hopefully she can handle the distance pretty well. She is the best rated turf horse in this field. Comes in with a little bit more of a handicap, but only a couple of pounds. So let's see how she handles this. Let's see how our girl does. We're off and racing, so it's a good start for Mora Jewel. I think that'll help. She'll still kind of settle in towards, towards about where she's at right now. Depending on the size of the field, she may be a little bit further back if she's running kind of as a mid leg type of horse, but usually she will want to run as a preceder. She'll want to keep the leaders pretty close. So she's looking good right here. I hope that she's going to develop quite nicely and then be kind of our next really strong live event horse. Of course, we still need a stud. In fact, I have a brood mare I think I could retire for breeding, or I did retire, but could use for breeding, but we don't have the stud, obviously. That's what we really need to work on. But still, hopefully I'll get to that point. I'm just kind of taking my time with it. We have a couple of 5- and 6-star horses in the barn we haven't brought to the track yet. I don't know what I'm waiting on, but I'll get them out soon. So she's tucked into the inside, pink blinkers here, pink silks that we have, green cap. That's us on our girl, Mora Jewel. Well, that's the AI jockey. I'm not controlling any of this. I remember I got a comment recently and somebody was acting like I was playing this game manually, and it's like, dude, I'm not playing this game. I can't. This is all AI controlled. So down the stretch we come. Mora Jewel, she's still fighting here. The 4-horse Bahrain is still in the lead. Mora Jewel, though, kind of clawing in there with the 1 horse as well. Glory, Experience something. Late rush from the 2, Fortune something. I'm just going to call these horses by their first name. It's going to be close. Mora Jewel, she's just going to hang on, but actually going to fall to 4th. So what looked like she could have potentially poked her. Look how close. She was almost in the lead, and then she just kind of tapped out. So I don't know if that was an endurance thing or what. She finishes 4th. Fortune Path ends up getting the win. Bahrain Friend finishes in 2nd. Glory Express 3rd. Let's see what they give her for the ratings. So stamina went up a little bit. Her turf ability, I guess, also went up. So did her willpower and clockwise, which I think I noticed that with her in the stretch. She wasn't giving up. She didn't completely drop out of that race. Of course, it's still a regional race against AI opponents, but you know, you have to still win those races and be competitive in them. So hopefully if she still continues to grow, maybe she'll get a win next time out. That's obviously the ideal result, but we have to do what we have to do. Bright Fun, 101 rated 2-year-old colt here. Pretty much ready to go. Toss him in a regional race right now. As you can see, a lot of stats in the C's, D's, E's. We have a lot of work to do with him to figure out. This guy has a long way to go. But he has a high ceiling, so I'm hoping he'll actually turn into quite the horse for us. We'll toss him into a regional race here. Grade 3, Prix de Emma. Again, I don't really think the jockey matters. I just go with whoever seems to have the most leg type preference. Post position 6 here for Bright Fun. See how our boy does. And I'll probably skip to the last 400 meters of this race. So gets a pretty good start, actually. I kind of want to see if he runs as a preceder. That just kind of seems to be the case, I think, with most of my horses. I kind of wish I had some closers, because I feel like sometimes in these races they do a little bit better depending on how they're built. So he's actually a front runner. He's going to establish the lead. Down the stretch we come. Bright Fun looking good. Might get this win here. We'll see. Just going to lose it at the line there with Bright Fun. That's what I mean. I think the leg type change would be better. Move them back to like mid or something, and my horses would probably stand a better chance to finish. You know, they're just tapping out like with half a furlong to go and just losing. Not even by that big of a margin, but still, you know, I think they could save a little bit more ground, have a little bit of a stronger run heading into the final stretch. I think that would benefit them. Bright Fun looked good out there, but still, he's actually, like I said, that's actually a good rating. He bumps up 3 points in what I'm going to call his buyer rating. 101 to a 104. So, yeah, that's good progress.
Welcome to Horse Racing Gamer, where champions are made.